Hello peeps, it's Greendot 319, how are we all doing? Thanks for joining me today. Something a little bit different actually. I did want a live stream, but I couldn't work out how to do it. It's quite involved if you ever looked into it, and I need to get some bits and bobs, so we'll do a live stream in the future. Anyway, something a bit different. What we're going to be looking at is, I've been working over the past year or so getting ready to go to the Goodwood Revival, which some of you will know is a big car racing meet, vintage car racing meet in the UK. It's really awesome. I'll pull it up here for you. Goodwood Revival. I go down there every year with the Jeep, and I get the Jeep taken down on a low loader, okay, rather than driving it down there, because there's a lot to do there. It's about 5 days, and I've got my family as well, and they're quite young. But this year, I've decided I'm happy enough with the Jeep that I'm actually going to go down there and drive the Jeep there, which will be about 120 miles down, 3 days of driving people around, and then 120 miles back as well. So a lot of rests on the Jeep working properly. So this is what we're going to be doing. So this is the Revival. It's the vintage fashion. It's a lot of ladies getting dressed up and looking good. Some guys having fun as well. Awesome. It's great. It's great. We love it. So that's what we're going to be doing. But, oh, hello, what's this? Oh dear. Close that down. Yeah, so what I found though is that the route I'm going to be taking, I can't take any motorways. Like in the UK, we have a couple of major motorways. You can see M4, M3, that sort of thing, M27. I live up around here, and I have to get down to Chichester. I have to get down to here, Lavant. Yeah, here we go, round here, Goodwood Racecourse, Goodwood House. So this is where I need to get to, down in Chichester. You can see Old World War II airfield. This is where the whole thing is on. Hey, look at this. It looks like the Revival's going on here, actually. Hey, that's awesome. Well, you can see how huge it is. These are all vintage cars, all these. These are all vintage. This is all normal car parking, and this is camping, and this is where we go with the Jeep. So I'll drive people from out the front here, out to all the racing drivers and things like that. We go around here, these huge motorhomes. I don't need to tell you guys about RVs and motorhomes, but we drive them out and take them here. So this is what we're doing. It's really awesome. This is the Revival's actually on for this. Look at that, a couple of Dakotas. Sweet. Very sweet. Yeah, so you can see what's going on. Really, really cool stuff. Where was I? Anyway, I've got to drive down here, and I can't take motorways. But so this brings in something pretty interesting. Let's have a look at this here. This is how my Jeep is marked up to be. This is a 2nd Armoured, 66 Armoured Regiment Recon Jeep, and this is what mine is made up to look like. And what you can see is that these guys were based in, before they headed across Tidworth, before they headed across to Normandy, they were all mustered up at Tidworth, which is a huge, look, the Royal Tank Regiment. This is a huge tank regiment area, okay, and you can see all this, tanking stuff going on here. They're all waiting here, getting ready to ship out, waiting, and they had to head down to the south coast to all their marshalling areas. Now the funny thing is, if I'm working my way across from Wells to Chichester, I'm avoiding motorways, going down the main motorways, I'm going to sort of cut past Tidworth. Not really, but sort of. And if we come and have a look at this, bear with me for 2 secs. Oh, geez. Is this what YouTube looks like when you're not logged in? Oh my God. Right, HD Archive. Let's pull this bit of information up for you, which is pretty cool to look at. HD Archive. So, if I find Tidworth, look at this. Right, so if we come to this is the 2nd Armoured getting ready to head across, like June the 6th, 1944. So they were told to move out on the 5th of June, and they actually landed on Omaha Beach on the 9th of June. But this is a G Company getting ready to head out here, and this is some really good footage because you can see all the G's on the Shermans. Look at this is awesome. Gee whiz, they've all got names beginning with G. So we've got Gee whiz, Get'em, Goliath and things like that. And then this is the G Company Jeep here, all set up ready for its deep water fording stuff, all ready to go. Really awesome. They're getting told their orders, what they're going to be doing. And the Jeep's called Gary actually as well. Look at this. Just cut through it. But there we go, there's Gary Jeep with the cover on and everything like that. Sorry, this is awesome. Anyway, and there's Gallant. I love it. You can see these Shermans out in later videos as well. If you go through all these, you can see these Shermans actually in Normandy fighting and stuff like that. It's absolutely amazing. But this is a really good bit of footage, June the 6th. And if we cut a little bit later on so that we can just do this under fair use, that there's Gary again, 2nd Armour markings on him. Look, this is great because they're getting a bit nervous. You can just sort of see the apprehension on his face there. This is a really big thing, and you've just got to imagine they're just about to start the Shermans and move out. This is absolutely awesome. You can only imagine what this must have sounded like. Yeah, they're pretty apprehensive, you know. This is a really big undertaking for them. They've been training and preparing for this for so long. You know, this is the actual time they're going to move out. Absolutely great. Yeah, what a great thing to look at, hey. I love this bit of footage. Sorry, I've sort of got carried away watching it here with you guys. But look, they're on the move now. Anyway, we can see them heading down these roads, and in one bit of it, I can see some... This is really cool. Let's see if I can just cut to it and find it. Right, we found it. You can just see they're all heading out from Tidworth. This is still up at Tidworth. There goes Giant. And they're just about to cut past some signs, which is really great. And I was able to work out exactly, well, pretty much exactly where this is. There goes Gallant. You can't really read this here when we're going past like this sign here, this old finger post. But I was able to work it out pretty by going over it and working out where they were. And it's a sign just down here, and on it says Chalderton, Shipton Bellinger, and it says Middle Wallop, or one of the Wallops, that there's Palestine apparently. Yeah, here's Wallop. This is the Army Flying Museum. So I think the A303 didn't really exist in the same way. I think it's just here where that bit of footage is, just around this, because you can also see B3084, so that's the road, that's the B road they were on, and this is the B3084. Look, it used to cut directly across there, I think, before they made it all a bit bigger and did this dual carriageway. So I think it's here somewhere where this bit is shot. So they were heading down from Tidworth, they came past Middle Wallop, and then reading my 66 Armoured Regiment book, it says the 3rd Battalion, which would be G Company, marshalled near Winchester, and Winchester is here, and it says they were at a place called Frawley. Now, Frawley doesn't sound particularly British, I must admit, or English, should I say. And guess what? If we look here, there's Crawley. So I don't think Frawley doesn't exist. So they didn't marshal at Frawley, they marshalled at Crawley by the looks of it. I could, of course, be completely wrong, but it just seems to be the way. So they headed from up here at Tidworth, came down and went to Crawley, and then onwards down to Marshall and head out wherever they went out. I haven't looked into it properly, but they would have headed out on the south coast and gone to Omaha Beach. Anyway, what we need to do then is make a route which goes past, from where I live, past Tidworth and down to Chichester. So let's load one up. Should we do it via Chalderton? So they were up here and they would have come down this way. Or we could do it by Palestine. Why don't we do it by Palestine? So let's just do Palestine, sort that down, Wales, Palestine, and then you can add another one somehow. No, it's not Wales 2, it's not real Palestine, it's the place, Palestine, England. I don't literally want to drive, Palestine Andover. And then onwards to a destination, Goodwood Racecourse, Goodwood House, Kennel Hill, Chichester. And then we want to do something else. So Wells, Palestine, Goodwood, options, we want to avoid highways. Yeah, here we go, this is it. So we're looking at 2 hours 46, 106 miles. So it comes down here, gets onto the A303, and then we continue along the A303, down Chalderton, they would have come down here, and they would have continued on. This is pretty much the route, I reckon, pretty much what they would have done as well. Where's that Crawley gone? Yeah, look, down this bit, into Crawley, through Winchester and onwards, down to Goodwood. So that's what we'll do, I think. So I'll mess with this route a little bit, but it's pretty cool because we're going to be riding some of the route that we know these Shermans and my Recon Jeep would have done in 1944 on their way to their, to Crawley or on the way down to the south coast, which is pretty neat. Now, the only thing about this route is I've driven this route a lot because I have to drive all the way from where I am to Gatwick Airport quite a lot of the time, and I do a lot of this route along the A303, and I know that just near Stonehenge, where we get on, so Stonehenge is up here, there's a really, really steep hill. This bit here of the A303, let's drop our little dude. This bit of the A303, can we see it? It doesn't really look very steep. It doesn't look very steep, does it? Maybe it's further up. There is a very steep bit. I mean, we're talking steep for a Jeep. This kind of looks pretty flat to me. Okay, you can sort of see it. Yeah, I mean, it didn't look very impressive, does it? This is pretty steep, trust me, okay? It doesn't look very impressive. You can sort of see it rising up there, and it's a big climb. This is coming up all the way. For a Jeep, this will be pretty steep, and it's long as well. So, yeah, I'm kind of worried about that bit. That'll be a real slog in the Jeep. Can you do distances on this easily? Not really. It's too bad it's not Google Earth, where you can drop markers and things like that. But anyway, we've got this bit here, which is going to be pretty long. That's going to be pretty hard work for a Jeep. And then we go past Stonehenge, which is pretty cool. So that'll be neat, taking a Jeep past Stonehenge. I'm not sure that's what they planned when they made it, but anyway, not the first Jeep to go past Stonehenge, that's for sure. So there's this bit, and then there's another long climb. So we've just done one big climb, and then there's this climb, which goes past Boscombe Down, which is like our Area 51 in the UK. So we've got this guy here, which goes up here, and this, drop him down, maybe we can see this one. What the, this is not where we want to be. How do we get here? What? No, we want to be here, damn you, on the bypass. Yeah, you can see here, look, there's all this blooming traffic. Again, it doesn't look very impressive when you're looking at it like this, but trust me, when you're thinking about it and driving an old Jeep, I know what you're thinking. You're all thinking, what is he talking about? This looks pathetic. It's going to be difficult. We're going to go on a dual carriageway in a 40-mile-an-hour Jeep with HGVs trying to nail me from behind and going up quite a steep, sustained climb for quite a while. It's going to be hard work for the Jeep. So these are the two bits that I'm slightly concerned about. I think they'll be fine. They're just a bit worrying for me, but I think it'll be okay. Look, you can see it's quite a climb. Just doesn't look like it in the picture. Neat. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the whole thing. To be able to mix in going down to Goodwood and also going past this 66th Armoured route that they took on the way down to the continent to go and carry out the invasion and liberation of Europe is really awesome. So to combine those two things is going to be absolutely fantastic. I think the Jeep will be fine. I've been working on it for so long now, and I've done about 1,500 miles on it. So I'm pretty happy that it's going to behave itself. So it's going to be really interesting. And if not, anyway, I've just got some breakdown recoveries just sorted out for it. So if it breaks down, I'll just go home, pick up the other car, and go and meet the kids and the family down at Goodwood and enjoy ourselves. But yeah, I'll tell you how I get on and record it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll all go well, and I'll be back here in 2 weeks' time to tell you about it. But yeah, keep on enjoying, peeps. I'll see you next time. Enjoy. Cheers.